from all around Geelong.
Gets beaten on that occasion. Ball comes to ground. Very, very muddy. Held without the footy. Belmont Lions free kick goes to... can't even see who that is. I think it's Miller. Miller it is. Goes out wide. In front, Wade. And Mark in defence for the Corio side. Wade now. Down the eastern side of the ground. Long kick. Looking for Hune out there. It is too wild. No, he keeps it in. Hune does very well. As he gains 35-40 metres and... he loses the contest at the finish. It's the ball. There's a whistle on play.
And gives away a free.
So free kick to Belmont Lions, half-back flank. And he's done well. Van Uy, as Andrew mentioned, long kick towards centre wing. Nearly a mark out there to the Corio side. Hooked inboard. Again, a terrible kick. Finds Miller in the way for Belmont Lions. So just outside defensive 50. Miller goes wide. It is very, very wide, but the boundary umpire, he put his arm up and didn't blow the whistle. Back into the corridor, McGuinness for Belmont Lions. And, they're playing with a lot more confidence, Grubby, than they were earlier, but that's not a good kick.
No.
Mark not taken by Werner on that occasion for Corio. Back, kick off the ground, and they gain...
hold the ball.
And umpire, that's a pretty stock-standard easy decision on that occasion. As young you can't do that. You're playing seniors now, not kids footy. O'Toole picked the footy up 20 yards behind the mark and decided to go.
Tell you what, though, he's like his Uncle Barry and Uncle Ricky. He'll try anything.
So a little chip pass, and that's good work. Finds teammate there.
Hutchison.
It is Hutchison, wearing the number 25. As he comes in now. Kicks it goalwards. Oh, terrible kick, and Mark not taken there by the Belmont defence, but following up well.
Up well, didn't he?
He goes towards centre wing in great position, unable to take the mark. Jeffrey, ball comes to ground, over the top by Laurie, looking for Perchek. Doesn't get to where the footy dropped, and Belmont Lions going for the defensive boundary and find it. Almost adjacent to the interchange area. 2.5 minutes gone, third quarter. No change to the half-time score. Corio 8-7. Belmont Lions 6-3.
Standard of the game has dropped appreciably too, I reckon.
Off hands, big Stewie's put a hand firm in McGuinness's back, and the umpires picked it up. McGuinness will get the free kick right in front of the scoreboard. Little chip kick sideways and finds McCormick. He's been very good for the Lions today. Plays on quickly, goes round Stewart, drives the ball long, looking up there for Duggan, and over the top. Can he take the mark? No, doesn't bring it to ground. Nearly did, though, I tell you. In there was fighting hard as Werner for the ball. Umpire says, give it to me, and we'll ball it up, and that will be about 35 metres directly in front of goal. The ball up will occur.
Tell you what, another day, another umpire, and I tell you what, that may well have been. I'm not saying it should have, but it may well have. It was close.
So Duggan will now do the ruck work against Stewart, which will be a big ask. Stewie gets a big thump of the ball, drives it forward, and it goes back to McGuinness, who dropped back a kick behind play. Got a little slap in the mouth there, gets to Miller. He's hit as he's disposed of the ball. Pegg in the race for the ball there. Comes off hands, Perchek on the outside. McGuinness puts his head in over the ball for the Belmont Lions. Comes out to McCormick. Around the back there comes Christian Jeffrey. He goes out wider. Looking for his Belmont assistants, comes in looking for Canavan in front of goal. Can't bring the ball to ground. Again, it was a 2-on-1 contest against Canavan. Picked up by Rhett Smith. He snaps back into the danger zone in the middle.
Good defence.
But the mark will be taken by Cheney. He will bring the ball out right in front of the commentary box. Picked up there by Hutchison, or not quite picked up. Struggled with it in the end. Ball comes back to Berg. He goes round one, goes round two, gets his kick away. Heads up to the scoreboard, and dropping back there and taking the mark was McGuinness, again, who's going that kick behind play. Bad handball to Van Uy. He gets the ball disposed. Hunter's disposal was terrible. It's to Pegg of Belmont Lions. He shrugs off too. Ball smothered by Cheney. Comes back to Hunter. It comes back to the Belmont Lions player in Pegg. A little bit of push and shove going on there. Couple of wishes thrown.
There's been a couple of haymakers thrown, all right.
Rankin
look out, it's on for young and old umpire.
Rankin with the ball comes to Canavan. Canavan takes the mark. Canavan takes the mark. 35 metres from goal.
There was nothing.
Blue's still going on. Bit of air work going on out there. Umpire
Pathetic umpiring.
Oh,
I saw 3 or 4 that better than
well, unfortunately, so did the umpire. He had to see them.
and did nothing. That's
And
disgraceful.
from both players from both teams. I'm not going on any side, but both players both threw punches. It was a bit like
Bloke on
State of Origin
bloke on
on
Wednesday
Tuesday
night,
night.
wasn't it? Canavan with the ball. Deliberate run-in gave us plenty of time to talk about it. Kicks through the ball. Goes sideways. The umpire, is it through?
No, I think it's a goal.
There should have been some plastic coming out of his sock.
You would have thought so. In the centre, Stewart get the tap down. Has to do the roving as well. Umpire is letting it go. Lazarick, terrible handball. Goes out wide. Now it's in the half-forward area for Belmont Lions. Duggan pushed in the back by his opponent. Picked up Wade for Corio. Goes towards centre wing. Numbers out there 2-1 with Belmont Lions. And right at the moment, Grubby,
Just maybe a send-off to each player just to cool down and get a bit of momentum back, you know.
So Stewart took the ball from the ruck contest, gets it towards half-forward. Again, the numbers with Belmont Lions, 3-1. There's the ball kicked along the ground by Hune for Corio. He comes back, the ball's come inboard. Now there's a free kick again.
There was no need to do that.
It's going to
Bed Miller, I reckon it might be.
Miller. In fact, you're spot on. Miller now chips the ball along the line. It's a good mark again for Belmont Lions, covered in mud.
My man Van Uwe.
So Van Uwe's had a very good game so far towards half forward. In the way there for Corio is Werner. Handball to the player running. Now they chip forward, but they've had no forwards for quite a while. Burke drops a mark he should have taken. Ball picked up for Belmont Lions, back to the middle of the ground. All Corio there. You're not going to win the game with blokes in defence. You've got to get blokes up forward as it's 3-1 again. Numbers with Belmont Lions at centre half forward for Corio. Coming in, grabbing the ball is Hutchison, weaves his way out. He's tackled with or without the ball. With the ball set down.
And we're getting seesawing from centre half forward to centre half forward.
So McGuinness basically uncontested in the ruck tap there. Picked up by Laurie for Corio towards half forward. Almost good mark Corio, but drop of the footy. It's all Belmont Lions towards half forward. Numbers have got back there for Corio as Wade over the top, and that's a good hand now. They can break it out. Oh, that's a terrible kick for from the Corio defence. Now they pick up over the top, looking for and finding Laurie. Laurie now chips along the line, looking for Burke. Can't find him. Very close to, in fact, over the boundary line. And even their confidence in their kicking and running, Grubby, is not there for Corio since quarter time.
Look, the execution wasn't there, but the
Ball comes down. Sean Miller will be underneath the tap. Van Uwe underneath it. It was a throw by Van Uwe. It was an obvious one. Came to Edwards Lovett. Brings the ball up the boundary line. But that will be intercepted there by Potriadis. Potriadis for Corio. Goes into the centre of the ground. Wasn't a great kick. Finds Perchek. He goes round his body into the middle of the ground. Hogan has let Burke get away from him. So Burke drives the ball long now. Looking for on the outer side of the ground and finding his compatriot. Is that
Hune?
Is that Hune out there? I think it might be on the far side of the ground. Grubby's got the binoculars on him.
I'm not sure.
Although it's the could be the same arm art as Jason Burke, quite possibly.
No, he's got the tats. I think it is Hune.
Yeah, it's Hune.
Kick it to Cooter.
Hune comes in. We haven't talked about Essendon Carlton yet, Grubby. Hune.
It's
Kicks
not
through
you.
the ball. It is Jason Burke, as he turns on us. And Jason Burke has kicked that from 55 metres out.
Carlton, the
I don't care. I was up and about.
Set rubbish. That is rubbish.
Ball's back in the middle. McGuinness wins it down. I thought I'd set you off at some point during the day. Comes to Burke. Working hard. Comes off hands. Give the ball by hand, I think, to Hunter. Hunter goes round the corner. But intercepted back there was Tom Perry.
They've got to hang in here, Belmont, now. They really have to hang in.
Goes out wide and finds, I think it might have been Rankin out there on the outer side, on the cricket net side of the ground. Ball comes off hands. They've gone behind the scoreboard, so I've got absolutely no idea what's going on.
Out of bounce, I reckon.
The boundary umpire has blown his whistle, thank God.
It's a lack of awareness. The Corio player had the footy.
They've had the first part of this quarter. They've been easily the best side. They haven't scored enough, Eric.
Off hands, ball comes down there. It was Jeffrey, little fellow who went up in the ruck and got the most of the ball. Came off hands to Laurie. Laurie drives the ball forward for Corio. Leading in the race there was Hunter. Couldn't get onto it though. Intercepted by Ben Miller. He'll go around the boundary and he will find McGuinness. But the boundary line, I think, will assist him. No, McGuinness gets away from the ball, shrugs one off. Miller cleans up again, then comes around the outer side of the ground looking for Canavan. Long way up out of the goal square for Canavan. Comes off McCormick. He'll go over the top to no one in particular. Off hands it comes. Through it was Cornwall. Then off hands goes Werner. Werner, yep, picked up there, I think it was. Or sorry, no, it was Chris Parker.
Holding the man.
Holding the man against Chris Parker, and the ball will go back to him right in front of the Corio coach's box. Half-back flank for Corio. Options in the middle, and he'll find one of those options, but it's into the sun, makes it hard, gives the ball to Werner. True centre-half back position now, drives it to centre-half forward. Good kick.
That's a beautiful
Great kick to Yataki. He's going to break through, go round one. He goes round a second one. He'll go for goal. No, sees a short option. Finds BJ O'Toole in the pocket. Right, very acute angle though. He possibly could have gone for home, Yataki. But O'Toole will have the ball. He will kick for goal from a very acute angle. 20 degrees at least.
Hewn on a 1-on-1 in the goal square, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he had to go to O'Toole because O'Toole didn't have a player within 25 metres. I think he thought he might have taken off and run on, but he couldn't do that.
So this will test the young fella's kicking. BJ O'Toole kicks through the ball. Oh, great kick from the young fella. That is no doubt.
Yeah, what he's done has been
very
quite classy.
Yep.
As the ball comes down to Edwards Lovett, kick quickly to half forward. Mark could have been taken by the Corio defender there in.
Good play.
Picked up there by Canavan, was it not? He's going goalward, but he's missed by a long margin, and I don't think I've seen Chris Canavan miss
that.
So ball out of bounds in front of the social club here at Winter Reserve. Tap down for Belmont Lions to advantage. Oh, that's a magnificent bit of roving.
Beautiful.
And when he gets up, we'll find
Sean Miller.
It was Sean Miller again. So
Shane Miller, sorry.
Shane Miller, terrific
goal that's been kicked up this end of the ground for the whole game.
And I don't know why.
As the ball goes back up in the middle and was got down by Fisher, who's come back on the ground to take the ruck work. But Corio will clear the ball. Berg shrugs off one tackle, goes through, gets a little shepherd from Lazarick. Bowing back into the hole is Perry. Should take the mark. Can't bring it to ground. Yes, he can. Can mark it on the second grab. Brought it into his big mitts. He's going to go out wide. He's going to look for Christian Jeffrey on the outer wing, and he will take a mark. Corio man arrived just slightly late and couldn't get there in time. Looking for McCormick. Well McCormick, big punch over the top. And the ball will be out of half-forward flank. Short throw in, had to race for the ball. Fisher fell into his hands, comes to the hands of Edwards Lovett. He gets a scrubby kick away, but it's going to be intercepted there by Chris Laurie again. He'll drive the ball back long into the centre half-forward position. Running off play, coming out there might have been Berg. I think it was, got the kick away, but leading out there in the race for the ball is Ground. Ball comes back in. Fisher gets the tap. Drives it over the top, comes to Lazarick, gets it away, finds Barry O'Toole in the middle. He'll go around, went to kick around the body, but then changed his option to go to the outer side. Wasn't a good choice, and Rankin will take the ball for the Belmont Lions. Drives it up the home side wing.
But the one in the middle, that was a magnificent piece of work.
So ball thrown back in. Lazarick again in and under the ball. Comes off hands, picked up there by Rhett Smith. Gets it away over the top to Pegg. Pegg goes over again. Looking there and finding for Reithus. Reithus tackled by opposition player. It's Duggan now with the ball. Can he get it? He gets a step off one step, turns it round his body, back to the top of the goal square. Shane Miller. Fantastic mark, Shane Miller, right on the point of the goal square. Outdid two Corio opponents.
Out of the three, yeah.
Outdid these two Corio opponents. Great mark, Shane Miller. He is going to line up from about 3 metres out, 45-degree angle. I'm going to write this one down, Grubby, I'm telling you.
Oh, no, don't write it down yet.
Shane Miller, in he comes. Kicks through that one. Now I can write it down. Shane Miller will kick his third.
Yeah, and that was all due to not letting Lazarick hit it towards the boundary line.
So in the middle, again, Belmont Lions, they get the clearance and go goalwards. One kick and it's at full forward. There's Miller again, leads in the race for the ball, and he's got a bit too much class there for Van Zyl as the ball very close to the boundary line. Over it is, and in front of the social club here at Winter Reserve.
This is what we were talking about, Eric. They need 2 or 3 in a row. They've got 2 now, another one, and look out.
The Duggan doing the ruck work, comes down to Edwards Lovett. Off a step, goes towards full forward. Barry O'Toole standing firm, unopposed, takes the mark. Now they've really got nothing to go to, Corio. They need to start running and creating space. Wade takes the mark, goes towards centre wing.
Well, that's a free.
There's a free kick against.
He grabbed hold of him.
Yeah, it was against Hewn on that occasion. As now the ball comes back from whence it came. Werner takes the mark at centre half back for Corio. Gets the call from Perchek, goes wide, and is in trouble. The kick was too high, too slow. Yeah, the forwards to get in place. 20 metres out from the goals. Yeah.
That's another free.
Well, I reckon it wasn't a free kick. I reckon he staged it.
I'll agree with you there 100%.
Umpire fell for it, and Duggan Doesn't matter how much you protest, the umpire made his decision, a poor one.
Dive forward like Matty Lloyd then, did Duggan?
Yeah. And the opportunity here to get the game back to 3 or 4 points with Duggan, 3 to his name already, 25 metres out, 45-degree angle, about to move in. Positive approach, a beautiful kick off the boot. That was never, ever going to miss, I wouldn't have thought. And that's the
Tifton now. And if you had said this was going to be the score at quarter time, Eric, I'd have called you a goose.
That goes the ball. Fisher probably got the most of that for the Belmont Lions. And poor, and he went backwards, which went to the advantage of Corio. Werner in underneath there, trying to get the ball out. Stack players fall on the ball. Umpire's got to blow the whistle, and he has. 35 minutes into the last quarter. I reckon Werner again, he got the best of that run. Set our forward position. Ball came out to Podriatis, I think it might have been. Can't get in it. Edwards love it. In underneath. He'll get the ball. Kick away. Back in the centre of ground looking for McCormick. He can't get there. Picked up though by Wade. Just gets a quick kick away. Danny Ruckett will be on the outer side of the ground. Nice little handball. Give away.
In the back.
Ball then goes to Yataki. He drives the ball forward. Belmont Lions, though, intercept. And the mark will be taken there by Timms.
Why would you not possibly pay that in the back? That's the worst I've ever seen.
Lyle Timms, a little bit of candy is sold and then gives the ball to Christian Jeffrey. Centre wing. Outer side of the ground. Right in front of that electronic scoreboard once again. That's right in our vision.
Jeez, they cost control of the ball, though, see?
Great mark by Canavan, half forward flank, long way from goal though. Big, strong lead out there coming from Miller. Can he get there? Or 2-on-1? Good defence there. Good defence by Van Zyl, but over the shoulder, said the umpire. Oh, I don't know.
Different umpire. Pushing the back on the wing you just mentioned. Clearly a push in the back. Different umpire. Similar.
But it went to a Belmont play. The umpire had to pay that. That was a really, really bad one. A real bad one.
Shane Miller has the ball directly in front. He's going to kick from about 45 metres out. Kicks through the ball. Is he going to make the distance?
He's got it.
I tell you what, he has indeed. Shane Miller.
But I forgot.
So since quarter time, 10 goals to 2 to Belmont Lions. And as Andrew just mentioned, hit the front. From the centre clearance, it is kick forward by the Corio side through Werner at centre half forward. Stacks on the mill. Front all day until this point, and no contest in the ruck on that occasion. Belmont Lions. That was a worse push in the back than the free kick. That's got the goal from Hutchison. Comes out and had a pot shot for goal, and has touched.
Good job, but you know how you always make a couple of mistakes. The ones they have made have been whoppers.
Miller drives the ball back in long. Oh, Hune just couldn't quite bring the ball to ground. Comes to Gruby, though. He'll go out wide and find his Corio teammate who's going to drive the ball straight back into attack. It's a long kick. Over the back is Utaki.
Beautiful mark.
Good mark over the back there. Who was that? A Cheney, was it? No, was it a Barry?
No, Barry O'Toole's got thigh.
Oh, it's Hutchison. That's who it is. That's Hutchison. Similar body shape. So Blake Hutchison.
Well, he got a ball through the goals a minute ago. It was touched on the line, so he's got a chance here from 1 metre.
Yeah, from 1 metre out, 45-degree angle. He should not miss this. Blake Hutchison. In he comes to correct for Corio. Indeed he does. So Blake Hutchison will kick his first goal. Corio.
Going on, so a bit of confusion in the middle. Ball comes down. Picked up on this occasion by Hunter. Goes long towards the full forward position. Back of the pack, Stewie back at full forward on the ground. But it's cleared by Belmont Lions towards centre wing. Mark not taken. Back of the pack, Cornwall. Handball over the top. Handball back. He's handballing himself in and out of trouble. Utakia gets a kick under pressure. And a great defensive mark wide. And they retain possession. And that's what they're going to need to do. 25 minutes gone the quarter. Last quarter was only 28 minutes. So
not a lot of goals scored, so
may well not be a long quarter. Ball towards centre wing. Canavan just too good, and Parker complaining about pushed it in the back, but umpire pays what he sees and didn't see it. That's centre half back now. Barry O'Toole, long handball to Lazarick, over the top to Parker. Now he's got the chance to go forward. Lovely looking kick. Not brought to ground, nearly the mark of the year, but ball comes clear for Belmont Lions towards centre wing. Lazarick diving forward in the centre square has taken the mark. Just a little chip pass, not a good kick, and that's pretty ordinary play, but luck is a fortune. Comes to Cornwall. In the centre of the ground, goes towards full forward. Stewie, did he get a finger on the goal umpire? Did signal it was touched.
I think he did.
So the ball now, umpire in the way of play there. Berg, he can't get clear. Round the corner, it's a beautiful looking kick off the boot. That was 25 Corio, 11-3, 69 Belmont Lions to Grandy Cycling Sports. Third quarter scoreboard, 27 minutes gone.
So it's a mark on the outer side of the ground, I think, to Corio. No, it's to Corio. Is it? No.
Yeah, it's the Corio.
Right in front of the scoreboard where we can't see. Kick into play. Right into the forward line. Over the back. Oh, good solid mark there by Perry.
And that tells me it was out in the full.
Last line of defence.
One Corio bloke flew there.
No.
Last line of defence was Perry. We'll bring the ball back out. Canavan a long way from home. Up in a pack of 3 players. Comes out now. Picked up off hands. Peg with the ball. He tries to get away and does too much. And is pinged. Ball come to a Cheney. Play on. Advantage paid. Stewart versus Perry. Stewart does the shepherd, and it is a minor score to Corio.
What happened then was
ball back into play, kicks to himself,
going to go down the
runs
middle.
Away. There was no one on the mark for Corio, and he goes straight down the middle.
He does.
And finds Tom Hunt. Hunt with the ball. He's going to come out wide looking for Canavan. One-on-one contest again. Uses his body well. Had to be a free kick. Didn't bring the ball to ground and then interfered with badly. Comes off hands. Picked up there by Smith. Smith gets the kick away, drives back towards the centre-half forward position. Over the top comes Hun. Comes off hands. Then it comes to Lazarick. He looks for Stewart, sets him up. Stewie takes the mark. He takes the mark 20 metres out for goal. Gives the ball over the top to BJ O'Toole. Play on was called.
Good. 29 minutes gone in the quarter. Werner doing the ruck work. Comes down and well roved by Hunter. Goes long towards full forward. Stewart. Well, he roved that as a rover. One step Mark Stewart has gone.
Bill McGuinness has gone back into the ruck for the Belmont Lions side and will probably get the most of that. But they cannot answer because that is the three-quarter time siren. Corio 13-10-88 leading the Belmont Lions 11-3-69.
Raiders from all around Geelong.
Comes clear to Peg. He's tackled. Comes back to Miller for the Belmont Lions. Handball clear out to that's Edwards. Love it. He turns, gets a kick towards half forward. Oh, great mark in defence for the Corio side, and that was very well done. Van Ziel hasn't had much of the footy. Left footer. That's a disgraceful kick straight into the opposition and goes goalwards.
It's cost him a goal in the back. He's got to pay that.
I think it's a free kick. Can't surely
hit the post anyway.
As the free kick is paid and Corio with the ball on the goal line, and that was a pretty poor mistake by I think it was Hogan down there. Should have done better, but now the ball comes clear for Corio. Chip it inboard on his own, and that's well done. Perchek turns, runs on quickly, goes towards centre wing. Hune in good position. And no mark. It was a contested mark, and he wasn't paid by the umpire. Now the ball's at ground level. Contest. Players crawling hands and knees. Out comes out wide, and that's opened it up there for Peg.
McCormick, that was good.
Yeah, he goes wide. Now Belmont Lions, they set up from half back. Kick towards half forward. Big pack of players back there. Good defence by the Corio defenders. Comes to Miller. He can't get a kick away. Barry O'Toole gets the crump. Now it comes out wide. Smith. Here go Corio. They've got to. Oh, that's another terrible kick from Smith and puts young BJ O'Toole under enormous pressure.
Gave him no chance.
Tries to beat 3 players and they're all much bigger and stronger. But I tell you what, he kept chasing.
He did, and he made it a turnover. That's
terrific effort. Long handball there, come from Burke to Lazarick. Lazarick comes around on the right foot going towards Stewart, who's led out from full forward. The ball is in the forward pocket. Another terrible kick. Players under real pressure. Comes to
that hurt.
That hurt tonight. He hit that with a great deal of force. Comes in. Good work over the top.
It's bent.
Has bent the post.
Lethal Lee Matthews. He's bent the post.
Out. Hunter came in, gave an unnecessary bump.
Yeah, but it wasn't high.
Yeah, I know, but he's just trying to get control of the game, I would suggest. The ball's gone to McCormick. He's had a very good quarter, or I should say game of football. He's gone out wide and he has found Ben Miller. Ben Miller brings the ball back into true centre-half back position. We'll find Patton. Patton now drives the ball long. Again out to the home side of the ground. Over the top. Good work by Van Ziel. Gets the ball to advantage to Achini. Achini trying to get around, get control of the ball. Runs into a strong tackle though. Ball gets to ground. Comes off hand. Hunter in there. Over the ball. Oh, there's a push in the back without any shadow of a doubt. Not seen by the umpire. Comes forward. Fisher dropping back in front of Mark Stewart, and he will take the mark. James Fisher hasn't really got too many options to go to, so he goes short to Rhett Smith. Back pocket right in front of the commentary box here. Drives Wong up the wing looking for Edwards Lovett. Edwards Lovett can't bring the ball to ground but has enough control. It's a 3-on-1 contest. Big body of Edwards Lovett.
Give it to him.
Gave it to him.
Didn't handball it, give it to him.
Ball goes.
Justice has prevailed.
He gets the ball inside and he will find Smith. Smith with the ball, drives it towards half forward. Perchek can't bring the ball to ground. It probably should have been Burks. Can't get to it. McCormick for Belmont Lions. High kick, drives the ball back down. Canavan with the ball, but can't control it. Can control it. Gets it back into play to Pegg. Pegg drives it into attack. Goes forward looking for Perry. Can't bring the ball to ground. Edwards love it there. Whistle on play. And that will be a free kick to Jamie Duggan. And here goes the phone in the background, so 3/4 time scores are coming through, and Jamie Duggan will be lining up for his 5th goal, probably going to kick from 45 metres, probably about 40 metres. 45-degree angle.
He's kicked well today, Duggan.
He's played in fits and spurts, but when he's on, isn't he?
Yeah.
So in comes Duggan for his 5th. Kicks through the footy. I tell you what, that's a pretty good kick, straight through the middle. Will be his 5th goal, and Belmont Lions back in the middle of the ground. Up goes the ball. Fisher gets all of that tapped down for Belmont Lions. Driven the ball forward, and Edwards Lovett will take the mark. That was a strong mark.
Oh, that's as good as you'll see all day.
He is
fit to us. See what he did, the first thing he did, like I told those East Geelong blokes to do. Wipe the mud off the ball.
Well, between him and Steve Jansen, that's our 2 listeners then, Grubby. If Stephen Edwards Lovett was not playing football.
I told you, my dad listens.
In we come. He's taking his time.
This is an important kick, isn't it?
Oh,
very much so. So when he comes, he will kick from as good as 50 metres out. Stuttering run. Not very good run, but I tell you what, it's a good kick. Is it going to hold? I think he's snuck it in.
He's got it all right.
Yes.
Goes in the air once again. Corio under pressure here, and a good tap down for McGuinness again for Belmont Lions, and that's probably where they're getting on top in this second half. Certainly out of the middle. Stacks on the mill. Come on, umpire. Blow the whistle.
8 or 9 points up.
Yeah, they've got to do something because there's a 50-50. Neither ruckman got a touch on the footy on that occasion. Whistle on and handball to Barry O'Toole. Get on the boot quickly. In front. Oh, if he'd had a look, he almost took the mark there, Hunter. But it goes around. Mark Stewart's got 3 to boot, and Hunt too strong on that occasion. Goes across the ground. This is where they're hurting Corio because Corio not manning up when they lose the footy. Handball over the top to Patton. Now long kick to half forward. Ricky Lazarick.
Miller's fallen over in the chase.
He has. He's too big from in the air, but they're too quick for him. He can't run to space.
So from the ball in, ball tapped forward, looking for the boundary again. As Belmont Lions. Now what's
he's
this?
Picked a free
A free kick. It's going to Corio.
Well, I don't know if the ball went out of bounds, but the
Incorrect
signal I got was delivery.
Incorrect disposal.
Deliberate was the sign.
So Hunter almost in between.
So throw in. Perry just missed it, didn't really get the ball to anyone's advantage. Going in there hard was the Belmont Lions player, giving every indication that he was trying to get rid of it. Umpire says he was taken too high, as Grubby is called.
They've got to kick one, Cry.
And Ben Miller comes up with the ball. Oh,
can't win it, can they?
No.
Without kicking one.
Put his partner under pressure, but it's come back to Miller. He's got 3 approaching him. They're under all sorts of pressure. Lifted their work rate has the Corio side. Come out to Hogan. Almost a quarterback move. Went backwards to go forwards, and the mark will be taken by McCormick. It will be.
Bloody
McCormick.
Quarterback.
Comes forward to Edwards Lovett. Ball goes forward. Not a great kick. Goes to the advantage of Rethus. Can he pick up the ball and control it? Yes, he can. Kicks it forward. Goes into a 1-on-2-on-1 contest. That was Canavan. Canavan was interfered with. Oh,
no. It wasn't interfered with. It was offside.
Offside?
Well, you're calling quarterback moves. I can call soccer moves. This is footy, mate. Footy.
Canavan drives the ball long for goal. Will it get there? Fades on the run. It's a mine.
Bring it towards centre wing. They haven't got any numbers. O'Toole has got 4 to beat, and that's BJ. In fact, it's Perchek, and he does very well. Got through the tackle, little chip pass.
Now there's a loose man.
Found Berg. Surely Berg will go goalwards, and that's what he does.
Beauty.
And Daniel Berg, under pressure, has kicked the goal for.
A lot of work, a lot of noise coming from the Corio bench. Fisher with the tap down. Comes off hands, little chip away by Miller. Was a good kick forward. Fallen heap of Corio players back there though. Lazaric, great work. Strong and comes out to Achini, who then goes wider again. Up the outer side of the ground to Utaki. Comes off hands. Working hard there was Hutchison out there. Hutchison brings the ball back in and finds Lazaric again on the wing. He'll go round one. Stays on his feet, all opportunities as Rick Lazaric gets the ball forward. Tripped by foot. Yep, accidental trip, but it was there anyway. And I think that might be Utaki out there with the ball. Comes over the top. Edwards love it.
He read it well.
Did well, Edwards love it. Comes off hands. McCormick, great hands. Back to Edwards love it. He drives the ball forward. Goes long, looking for Duggan it was. Can he get the ball? They can't bend over the two of them. Struggling to get up. Picked up there by Miller. Shane Miller drives long into an open goal square. It could go all the way. Could go all the way.
It has. Oh, the bloke wants a review.
He wants a review.
15 minutes in the quarter. Tap down for McGuinness from Belmont. Can't get it clear of the centre. Finally tapped along the ground, the Corio boys. Oh, gee, it's hard and tough in there right at the moment. Ball, nobody can get it clear as, gee whiz, there's some hard bodies going in there. Comes out, Corio through Lazaric. Handball to Burke. Burke now, where's he gone with it? Oh, O'Toole. BJ does in fact, it's Perchek again. Does a great job.
They look alike.
They do. It's Perchek now. A little bit of candy there. Very nice play. Come on, shepherd for him, BJ. Instead of that, he gets the handball out. Back to, that was good work from Van Uy, and through Hunt. It goes towards half forward. Was a bad kick, as Grubby's called. Mark taken there by Utah. They've broken it open here. If the ball bounces well for Corio, it doesn't. And Belmont Lions come back. They've got numbers out there as the handball comes over to Rusas. He on the left foot towards half forward. Another goal here will be very interesting. Corio, well, can they come clear? Little bit of steadiness. Handball goes out wide. Players going at, quarter paces. Lazaric accepts the kick backwards for Corio. Doesn't need to come back in the corridor, surely. And at the 15-minute mark, he's got a long, long time.
Hit the boundary.
So he decides to go long, Lazaric. It is a long kick. Good contest there. Almost diving for the mark is Hunter. Can't accept it. They've kept it in play, Corio. Can they get it over the top? And that's great play to Berg. He's kicked the last goal for them. Can he do it again? He's gone to the goal square. Stewart.
He's got it, big fella.
It's the mark in the goal square between two. That was brilliant reading by Mark Stewart. We had a very good view of that, Grubby, and you don't get too many better marks under strong opposition than that one.
Oh, it was fantastic. And you know what? He was always going to take it. Always.
So Stewart now, man on the mark, 4 metres out. Mark Stewart strolls in and puts it over the goal umpire's head. That's goal number 6 for Mark Stewart.
Back in the middle, ball goes up. Fisher gets the tap down, but it went straight into the hands of his Corio opposition, who has drawn the free kick. I think it might have been Hune on the bottom of that pack.
He was taken forward. Again,
no doubt.
Oh, the free was there. I don't disagree with that. Finds Burke, who is loose, and will take the mark. Oh, good work late there. McCormick for Belmont Lions. He will get the ball away, but picked up there by Smith, was it? And a little chip kick has gone in, and Perchek, who has been so dangerous in this last quarter, has marked the ball about 45 metres from goal.
Very, very smart, Perchek. He's going to go back, take his time. Even if he doesn't make the distance or he doesn't kick a goal, he's going to wind some valuable seconds off the clock.
Great work, Burke. It wasn't paid the mark, but he wouldn't let it go. Wouldn't let the contest go.
I always thought if you had your hands on it and then got punched, it probably nearly could have been a mark, Eric.
Yep.
Perchek. In he comes, crosses the arc. In he goes, kicks for goal. Mark Stewart's happy with that because that is straight through the middle. 16 goals, 10.
It's a free kick. Someone's run in the square.
It was
just come off the bench.
It was Tom Perry trying to get into the ruck contest and he couldn't get there. So free kick went to Corio. But Van Uy for Belmont Lions.
Great tackle.
Oh, fantastic tackle there on behalf of Jason Burke. Hasn't he lifted his effort rate? So boundary throw in right in front of Mark McDowell's coach's box there. Perry over the top of Werner. Comes to ground, McCormick there. Oh, a lot of trouble in the... So it's good to see him up and about. Back in comes the ball. Oh, Stewart's come into the ruck. He's winded up, taken in over the top to O'Toole. It's going to come to Perchek. If he can get hold of this, it's in all sorts of trouble for Belmont. Chips it round the corner. Can it get to options? It can't. Off hands. BJ O'Toole rows it and kicks the goal. Corio will
now tick towards 20 minutes in the middle. Werner's done very well in this last quarter in the ruck. Gets the ball at ground level. Perchek again. Handball offline on that occasion, but he follows up, tries to recover the mistake. Creates another one as to the Belmont Lions through McCormack. He goes out wide, and terrific work there by Takia, is it?
Oh no, it is Utaki, you're right.
Utaki, umpire has said it was out of play, and I think Corio would maybe a winning lead as the ball comes in unopposed on that occasion. McGuinness for Belmont Lions taps it forward. Canavan picked it up. Umpire, did he say through it? I think he might have. In fact, it might have been Rhett Smith. Has bent down to pick the footy up and flicked it up. Now, Lazarick, where's he going to go? Not too keen to kick it. I wonder if he's got a crook leg, because that's a lovely kick on that occasion by the run.
All the desperations are out the window. They're all gone hell for leather.
So ball thrown in. Risk. Half forward flank for the Corio side. Diving on the ball, Berg. No free kicks in the umpire. Ball at ground level through centre wing. Belmont really working hard to try to get an answer here, but being thwarted at the moment. Corio at the ball, very, very hard. Kick goes towards half forward. 2-on-1, Corio with the numbers. Oh, good work. As the laureate was long kick to half forward. 2 littles against 2 talls there for Corio. The talls went out through Belmont Lions as they take the ball towards the ball. Oh, great tackle. So umpire said no prior opportunity. 22 minutes gone in the quarter. 17-10 Corio, 14-4 Belmont.
And you certainly called it right, because the 2 littles were too little and the 2 talls were too tall.
Perry gets the ball down to Belmont Lions, but coming off hands in and under there is Hunt. Get the ball forward. Hutchison in under. Does some bustling work. Comes out off hands. In under is Perchek. Great last quarter from Perchek. Umpire 5 metres out from goal. Corio end. Another goal will put this completely out of the reach. Comes to the hands of Edwards. Love it. But it's going to go nowhere, and the mark is going to be taken back there by the Corio player, who comes then into Lazarick. Lazarick pretty much in the centre of the ground. Is going to go all the way across and find Jason Hoon. Hoon with the ball. Gets a handball away. Chris. He didn't need to get the handball away. It was a bad handball to Van Zyl, who couldn't do anything with it. Really put him under pressure. Comes over the top. McCormick for Belmont Lions will come up their scoreboard side of the ground to a 2-on-1 contest, and a good strong mark will be taken there by Rethus. Rethus hasn't really got anywhere to go. He's got to go to Canavan, who gives him a lead deep into the pocket, and Canavan will take the mark and gets a little clip.
Yeah.
Just a little clip.
Little one.
Little one to go on with.
Sometimes a little one costs a big 50. You got to be careful.
So Canavan, 70 metres from goal, kicks long and high. It's going to be back into the... Oh, that's had a strong mark.
I reckon
back there. Duggan.
Fantastic.
What a
hands.
fantastic hands.
Beautiful.
It was in a 2-on-1 contest. And late pressure arrived from the Corio player. I think it might have been in Laurie. And he has taken that mark. He is about
one grab, wasn't it? Clean.
5 metres from goal, 45 degrees. He should just slot this through. It's probably a little bit too late, as they say. But in he comes anyway. Duggan must put it through to give Belmont Lions any opportunity, and that is indeed what he does. Puts it through. Duggan, it will be...
Stuff. We couldn't find him.
Yeah,
they didn't score enough.
So Corio now, Stewart in the ruck for that contest, and they ball 50-50 in the middle. Ball comes to ground. Belmont Lions, well, concentration going just a little. Handball went to the middle of his teammate's back. Hutchison again at the ground level. Chips it, not a good kick, and turns the ball over. Handball comes to... For Belmont Lions, handball's out. Missed tackle there by the Corio boy, and the ball goes to half forward very quickly. Laurie comes in hard, opposite direction to his opponent. They see the ball toward the boundary. 25 minutes gone in the quarter. I think Corio happy to see the ball out of bounds. 17 for the Belmont Lions. Stewart, lovely tap forward. Well, player held without the footy there. The ball comes, well, which way is the umpire?
Going to Belmont, I think, is it?
No, I think
he signalled the wrong way.
He did. As the free kick went to Corio, now they bring the ball forward. That Wade gets the ball over to Smith, Dylan Smith, just forward of centre. Now they're going backwards. A nest of players back there, Stewart.
I tell you, he's going backwards. Edwards love it. He's gone.
Yeah, they're slowing down a bit as the ball now, the long kick into full forward. This is where they need Stewart, and he's the bloke who started all that. That's a great tackle. Bad tackle.
Got him high.
I think he was going down as he was tackled.
It was a great tackle to start with, and the tackle slipped as the Belmont Lion player went to ground.
So it's Miller in the back half of the ground now as he kicks the ball towards centre wing. Numbers there with the Corio.
That's a free too.
McGuinness at the ground level, picks it up, not too sure where to go. On the left foot, goes forward.
Now it's open.
Duggan, in fact, Smith slipped his opponent there. On the left foot goes goalwards. It's a good-looking kick. Oh, that's a terrific attempt to mark by Laurie, but it's really hard. Jack at 20 metres out from the Belmont Lions goal. Now the players come in to bottle it up. Quarter 17-10 Corio, 15-4 Lions.
Off hands, Mark Stewart gets the ball down and tries to smack it through the goalposts.
No, got to tackle him too high that
and then
time.
a tackle too high, as Grubby has just called, and it will be in the hands of Smith. Dylan Smith, deep, last line of defence for Corio. Sells a bit of candy, goes round the outside, finds Lazarick. Lazarick goes over the top and finds Groovy. I think that might be on the outer side of the ground. Works his way up the wing, goes long, 1-on-2 contest, comes to ground, and it was Timms with the ball. He comes up with it, off hands, gets it out to Rankin to Hogan, and then a chip kick around the outer side of the ground and finds his Belmont Lions player. Goes in long shadows across the ground now, deep into this last quarter. Off hands, picked up by Ruck it was. Drives Corio back into attack, but it's a kick-to-kick option happening across the two half-forward lines again, and it's in the hands of Sean Patton for the Belmont Lions.
Both tired.
He uses the boundary line.
They're both sides
Lazarick's
are
in there, Rankin's in there, comes off hands, picked up by Corio, and driven forward, and there's that man who was starred in the last quarter. Yelchin Perchek has marked the ball unattended. Christian Jeffrey just led him away, and Perchek has marked the ball 45 to 50 metres out from goal.
Corio probably took the chance, Grubby. They'd been going along the boundary, and all of a sudden they decided to go midfield, and Perchek was in front, and he was unmarked and took the mark.
Well, it was a bad kick and a drop, but if you're in front, that's where you got to be.
Oh, not a good kick this time. He kicked the distance last time. That was an ordinary kick, and it will go through for a minor score. 17-11, 1-1-3 Corio, 15-4-94 Belmont Lions, 28 minutes gone. Smith's holding scoreboard.
Quick kick in has come from Belmont Lions towards the half-back flank, and as
the big fella.
been a great player for them, yes. As the ball comes in, Stewart doing the ruck work, beaten on that occasion by the big fellow in Perry. Ball comes clear, picked up by Hutchison, gets the foot to the footy, and I think Wade will be quite happy. He handballed it back in, realising it had already gone over the boundary line, I think. So wasted a few more seconds. 29 minutes gone in the quarter. I think they're home, Grubby.
Oh, they're home. They've been home for about 7 minutes.
So just forward of centre. Boundary umpire puts the ball in. Stewart, lovely tap down, and what a great move by McDowell, bringing Stewart into the ruck for this last 6 or 7 minutes, and he's just been able to give them use to the footy, although this clearance was by the Belmont Lions, and at half forward it is all Belmont Lions, but it's all over. The siren has sounded, and our match of the day is done and dusted. 17-11, 113 is Corio, 15 goals for 94.
Raiders from all around your lawn.